Hare Krishna. Unity comes not by becoming blind to differences, but by seeing beyond differences. In this world, all of us are irreducibly individual, and that's why there are differences between us. Each of us is a different individual, and this difference can often become the source of conflict, even violence and destruction. But it doesn't have to become like that. We are living on the same planet, and we are often living together in the same communities, different individuals, and we need unity. Now, some people try to get unity by wishing away the differences, by imagining that we are all the same. This happens especially in interfaith dialogues, where different religious communities, in order to try to establish unity, they try to show how actually there are no differences between us. Some people try to water down or wish away the differences between different religious communities. But this is not possible, because often uh, often there are differences, and by wishing away the differences don't go away. They come back, and they come back with a vengeance, and often what the differences that we have not understood, they come back and they rip apart our attempts for unity. So it is so we if we want if we try to get unity by blinding ourselves to differences, then it will not succeed. So unity comes not by diminishing our vision, but by expanding our vision. Not by blinding ourselves, but by acquiring eyes that see the commonality beyond the difference. So we are at our core spiritual beings. In the Bhagavad-gita, when Krishna talks about knowledge, he talks about knowledge in three modes. In 18.20, he talks about knowledge in goodness. Sarva bhuteshu yenaikam bhavam avyamikshate avibhaktam vibhakteshu tajnanam viddhi satvikam. So he says Sarva bhuteshu yenaikam, that among all living beings one sees bhavam avyamikshate, one sees a common spirit, one sees the sameness of spirit, the same spirit one sees. Avibhaktam vibhakteshu, and that is undivided, although externally the bodily forms are divided. Tajnanam viddhi satvikam, that jnana is knowledge, that is knowledge in the mode of goodness. So especially when we acquire spiritual vision, then we understand that at our core we are all similar beings, we are all parts of God, we are all ultimately in our different ways seeking for lasting happiness, which is found in God. And we are spiritual beings who, being a part of the same family of God, are at our core similar. And when we see that there are these similarities, that we are spiritually similar to each other, we are spiritually related with each other, then we don't deny the material differences, but we don't let the material differences divide us. We understand that my material covering is temporary, but while it is there, it is there. So we accept those differences. We understand that even if within religions there are differences, those differences are because the same one God has expressed himself in different languages, in different cultures, in different ways. And these different ways are meant to attract different people to him. And they're not meant that all of us have to, we all have to wish away our differences, or we have to get rid of the differences. Rather, by seeing the differences, we can appreciate how this one God is so merciful, the same one God is so merciful that he manifests in so many different ways. Although he is one, he manifests in so many different ways to attract people. And we can actually become enriched in our devotion by seeing beyond differences, not just to the similarity of spirit, but also to the accommodating nature of God, to the compassionate nature of God. And a great Vaishnava said, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, that's why he says that when I see God worshipped in a way that is different from mine, I feel I cannot understand all of it. That means there are differences which we cannot resolve. But still, he says that actually my devotion to God in the form in which I know increases because I appreciate the compassion of God. So, by developing the spiritual vision, we expand our vision and we acknowledge the differences, but still we see the similarity beyond the differences, and thus we can achieve unity in purpose. We are all children of God and we are striving towards God. And it is this understanding of the spiritual similarity and spiritual commonality of the purpose that we have, that is the foundation of unity.